Rampage was an arcade game released in 1986 by popular arcade developer Midway. What made Rampage cool was that it let you play as the monster. There are a countless number of games that let you control heroic goody-two-shoed wizards, sword fighters and cowboys that battle devilish turtles, diabolical lamps, and demoniacal smiling balls of goo, but even today there are relatively few games that let you truly be the bad guy, that allow you to blindly obliterate and pulverize peaceful, pudgy human civilizations into the dirt, where pathetic and puny human civilization rightfully belongs. Rampage let you wreck and smash and bludgeon to your evil heart's content, and that makes it unique even today. But what made the original 1986 Rampage really cool was its dynamic destruction system. The levels were completely destructible. If you could see it, you could smash it, which again is still relatively rare even today. There aren't many games that let you destroy literally everything on screen. And it wasn't just blind general destruction, but specific and organized destruction that made Rampage so impressive. You wail on one specific chunk of a building, and that specific part of the building would be destroyed. You were able to systematically smash buildings piece by piece, and if you wanted high scores, you needed to strategize your demolition. Figure out how to bring down a skyscraper in the quickest way possible, while dodging bullets and tank cannons, and gobbling up police officers and ladies in bikinis. 1986's Rampage was and still is really fun and really cool, even if, like a lot of classic arcade games, it is also absurdly difficult and very simple and repetitive. So it was with a certain amount of tepid anticipation that I approached the 2006 sequel Rampage: Total Destruction.
Welcome to Channel 3 News at 2, your number one source for information. I'm Mike Malloy reporting. Today, our lead story has to do with monsters. Yes, monsters. Today, there are 30 different monsters rampaging through our world's great cities. These strange abominations are destroying everything in their path. But who are they? What motivates them? The short answer is that they are humans mutated into giants by drinking scum cola. However, each retains their human personality. George, for example, smashes the casinos where he lost thousands playing blackjack. Ramsey, a compulsive chocoholic, goes for the entire factory. Marco, an entertainment lawyer from LA, tries to cut a deal. And Wally likes to eat Chinese takeout. Often, because they are so misunderstood, two of these monsters will give each other support. Ralph and Amanda enjoy evening strolls through Chicago. Like most lovers, Jack and Jill still have their disagreements, and no one appreciates fine dining more than Lizzie and Harry. Is there a place in our society for these giant, people-eating monsters? Can our cities survive the onslaught of destruction these creatures are bringing forth? Can we find compassion for the mutationally challenged? I'm Mike Malloy, reporting.
This portion of the Channel 3 News has been brought to you by Rampage: Total Destruction. Coming spring 2006. Rated everyone 10 and up.
Rampage: Total Destruction was released for the Nintendo Wii on November 19th, 2006, one of 22 launch titles for the Nintendo Wii. Rampage: Total Destruction was developed by Pipeworks Studio, who had previously developed a couple of Godzilla kaiju fighting games, in which giant monsters duked it out in generic, non-specific cityscapes. The mild success of these titles led to Pipeworks being approached by Midway to develop a new Rampage game, the first new release in the series in almost 2 decades. If you play Rampage Total Destruction for 60 seconds, then you have already experienced absolutely everything the game has to offer. Now, the original Rampage was a very simple game. All you really did was smash buildings and eat people, but it was an arcade game that only cost a couple quarters to play, and not a lot of variety or complexity is expected from an arcade game. Rampage Total Destruction, on the other hand, was a full console release, costing 50 big fat buckaroonies, so quite a bit more content is expected. But Rampage Total Destruction really hasn't increased the amount of content over its arcade original in any meaningful way. You still smash buildings and eat people, and you don't do anything else. There are 30-some monsters to play as, but they all function, move, and smash in the exact same way, so they might as well just be the same monster. There are also a dozen or so cities to visit, but besides looking slightly different, every city is the same too. There's just not enough here to do, not enough variety. The developers have essentially re-released the original arcade game unaltered besides a new coat of paint. A little variety in how the monsters actually behaved, or differences in setting and enemies, really would have made a huge difference to how this game played. The Wii version's motion controls actually do work really well though. Basic attacks are made with button presses, but the big ol' walloping smashes are done with swings of the Wii remote, and I thought those felt really good. When I swing my little flabby baby man arms around and the monster on screen tears a building in half in response, it made me feel powerful, like a refrigerator with biceps and a bad attitude. Rampage Total Destruction is really good at the one single thing it's trying to be good at, which is being a giant monster building smasher simulator. Unfortunately, it doesn't make any attempt to do literally anything else, and smashing buildings is only fun for so long. But no matter how many urban edifices I have to dully and tediously grind into the pavement, on this channel I will review every Nintendo Wii game ever released, or die trying. Oh yeah. Woo! Wee! Woo!